like when you start off, you know how you have turns 1 and 2, which is like the quick right and left, and then the long right-hander to the parking lot area, which you go through there, make your way, and then it's like a sharp right to like a little bit of a straight to a chicane, then a long left, and then the chicane of death that I like to call for Australia, because it's that quick left and right to a DRS zone.
The Australian track, you were saying the Australian track?
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, it's gonna be changed as well. It's gonna be faster, but deadlier if you don't take the corners right as well.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be better racing. But it looks like we are ready to start and get underway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are underway for the Belgian Grand Prix Round 5 for Division 3. Ahmed actually getting a really good start there. Darth Assassin getting a little bit of a slide. Noxter pushes his way up to 6. Dodgeman is falling down a little bit after being pushed wide. Going side by side with Klappa. And it looks like a pretty clean race so far here, ladies and gentlemen, as they enter El Rouge. Ahmed gets super wide into El Rouge, but holds on to that car as he makes his way down the exit right behind Teo Wu, as they're now going to go side by side around turn 5 at the end of the DRS straight. Of course, DRS is not going to be enabled because we are still in wet conditions. Zajman actually just got overtaken by Brad's Dunks, who is currently using the Joker card here today. And it's still going at it. We have a spin around near the back, and it looks like it's Daedalus and potentially TSM Elite. Nope, it's just Daedalus. Daedalus has spun around turn 5 and 6 as we make our way down towards the unnamed corner, and Zajman takes out Flames Assassin. Flames Assassin just going for a super ambitious dive on the outside of turn 8 and 9. And it was a very ambitious dive. Flames Assassin should have played it more patient as he's taken out of this race.
Oh, that's unlucky from Flames Assassin, of course. Under these rainy conditions, I strongly wouldn't suggest to make ambitious moves, especially in parts where overtaking is really limited. I think it was a part that it was a very limited part to overtake there. I think there are other parts of the track where you can really overtake easily, but not that part of the track. And under rainy conditions,
just play the pacing game.
Yeah, under rainy conditions, you would simply not expect it as well. So yeah, that's unfortunate. We move on. We remain with 17 drivers. Only a virtual safety car, so no safety car by the end of lap 1, which is okay. I was expecting a safety car by the Eau Rouge turn, but it seems that everything is okay now. Hopefully the cars will spread.
But look at this now, Anteo with a huge lead off of that virtual safety car restart, as he goes ahead of Ahmed by almost a second and a half. And it looks like DPR Niller is falling down, having a terrible exit around turn 1. Was in the top 5 and now finds himself in 10th place. We have a spin around near the back as well with DeVille's, KFC DeVille's around on turn 1. So not good between them. But look at Noxer and Ken Agent. Ken Agent taking the defensive move on the inside. Noxer couldn't get the job done. And now we have a battle for that 6th place position with Klappa leading that battle. And Brad slides on the track. Zajman is going to go right around and get past. Same goes with Marsha RTD. And then we are seeing Brad's trying to defend against DPR Niller around this long right-hander, a sharp right-hander hairpin on that downhill. And Niller is going to go on the inside.
Ooh.
And that is how you take that corner. You try to overtake on the inside, not on the outside.
Yeah, I was on my toes. I was expecting something to happen, but that was super clean battle between Braskunz and Niller right there. Lovely stuff.
That was a good battle there, very clean, giving the space and also just keeping an eye on that throttle, not trying to go on the throttle too early to crash into the car next to him. And they pulled it off. Where Mosher, DPR Niller, and Brad's looks like they're having a battle of their own. And Brad's pushes his way up to 8th place with DPR Niller close behind. And Mosher falls down to 10th. We also seen overtake between the 2 McLaren drivers of TSM Elite and Ethan Haynes after serving that 5-place grid penalty at the start of this race. And Teo and okay, it was first Mateo, then Ahmed, and then now Darth Assassin. Oh, and DPR Niller's going into the pit lane, probably for a front wing change.
Yeah, and I'm noticing that Klappa Forever has also spun out, and I think he has wing damage as well.
Oh, he has no wing whatsoever.
Oh,
so
alright.
major wing damage as he's entering El Rouge. We're gonna see if he is actually able to take control of that car entering El Rouge.
It's
Moves
gonna
out
be
of the
very,
way.
very,
He's
very
gonna
hard.
stay ahead of DRSD. Goes on the uphill. DRSD hits the rear end of Klappa, but both of them stay on the track.
I would hope that
a bit of
Klappa
a
gives
weird
the
one
space
there.
to anyone else that is still doing well with a full wing. I hope he gives the space to all those drivers, because it's gonna be hard for him to make the lap without really getting understeery. I hope he gives the space. Yep, he seems that he's giving the space. So no harm right there. Unlucky for him, but he will need to pit at the end of the
Oh,
lap.
and we have a spin once again with Menno. Wait, hold on. DRS is being enabled.
Ooh, so it's gonna be.
I don't think so, to be honest with you. I think still intermediates for the time being is still going to be good.
Well, sometimes the game, what it does is that it tells you DRS enabled. You will see the track that is still a little bit wet, but at the same time, if you go for softs, you really improve, but you wouldn't notice it. I think this is something that the code masters need to sort that out. To be fair.
Yep, and it looks like Daedalus actually is battling out with DRSD as well, where TSM Elite is going to be the first driver to get a time penalty. But is Anteo Woe going to actually stay out? No, he's going to go into the pit lane, and he's going to get a fresh set of tires, where Darth Assassin is staying out on the intermediate. Same goes with Ken Agent, which I think that's the right call, to be honest with you. Zajman stays out as well and spins around the final corner, and that just shows it right there. The track is still slippery for those slick tires, and there is still rain. Actually, no, the rain is actually fully stopped, but there are still puddles on that track. Those slicks are not going to last
Yeah,
a long time. I can
100%,
definitely tell you that much.
100%. And this track is so long. I mean, it is 7 kilometers long, if not mistaken, and in 7 kilometers, anything can change when it comes to the tires, and the feel of the tires when it comes to rainy and non-rainy conditions. So it's going to be interesting for the ones that have remained yet another lap on those intermediates.
Oh, and Ahmed has now spun around.
Ooh,
I'm pretty sure
and
he.
Zajman.
Oh, and Zajman!
Yeah, Zajman has tried to make
that, and that's definitely no doubt about that, a safety car. What
Yeah.
has happened just now to Zajman?
I was on board with Zajman, and he tried to make an inexistent attempt of overtake. I think he had no space whatsoever to do an overtake over Anteo Wu, and he hit the back of Anteo Wu, and he ended up with a DNF. Unlucky for Zajman.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unlucky and unfortunate for Zajman. Not his week today. Not his week.
No, not whatsoever. But now, since it's kind of changes, Darth Assassin, Kent, and Brad has all been given. Well, actually, Brad's just got a 3-second time penalty, but those front three has been given a second chance. I think mainly for Darth Assassin, he's going to be getting practically a free pit stop at the end of this, as he's going to make his way into the pit lane and potentially go for a set of mediums. If I was in his shoes.
Yeah,
but,
100%. In the meantime, I'm noticing on Teo Wu, he's not keeping that 1 second gap. I hope he is watching the stream or listening to us somehow, and try to keep that 1 second gap from Wiggy. But yeah, I agree 100% with you. If it was me, I would have gone for the mediums. I would have gone for the mediums for sure. You have a safety car.
Darth Assassin has actually opted for the softs, but let's see, is Anteo Wu going to go back into the lead, or is Darth Assassin pulled it off here? Darth Assassin coming out of the pit lane now,
very
and
close.
just behind Anteo.
Very
goes
close.
back into the lead, but still very well done to Darth Assassin though.
Yeah, I think he has pipped 2 places, because I think Cantagent was in P3 and Ahmed Chaban was in P2. So and Darth Assassin, I think he was in P4. I'm not 100% sure, but at least has popped one place up. So that's advantage to Dart Assassin.
Hold on.
That's alright. So I am hoping that the guys are listening to the stream. Whoever is not within the 1 second gap, safety car gap, mandatory for this league. If you stay for too long, not within that 1 second gap, you might be reported and get a time penalty. So I hope that everybody is listening to the stream, and I'm hoping that the 1 second gap is adhered to. I'm noticing Moshertid, who isn't obeying the 1 second rule. I hope that you are listening to the stream, Moshertid. You will need to keep that 1 second gap because you're risking a touch with Noxer and get that 5 second time penalty. And an additional 5 second time penalty if it happens, because us stewards will provide an extra 5 second time penalty. And Moshertid makes an overtake over Noxer during the safety car.
Overtake?
Yeah, that's an illegal. No, that's a completely invalid overtake, and he is not keeping.
Oh no, he's giving the space now. Wait, no, he's not actually. He's not giving that 1 second space.
No.
Come on, Monster. Think about it, buddy. Give the respect of the track. We have these rules in place to keep everyone safe. Come on now, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he has made an illegal overtake. Unless he leaves Noxer at the next couple of turns, probably he will get a penalty. It has been noted by the stewards for sure.
Hold on.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, it looks like some stuff is happening in the Discord chat. I actually want to see this real quick because I'm still looking at that incident between what's called Flames and Zachman, where they're both kind of going at each other. I'm just gonna say, if you both are watching this, please, instead of just accusing each other and possibly calling each other's names, just go into the reporting incidents chat and put in your footage for that incident, and then we can actually see who was the one at fault, and they will be penalized thoroughly.
Yep.
But just arguing with each other in the chat is not going to solve anything, because then you guys are just going to have hot blood, and it's just not going to work out. Like, come on, guys.
Yep, 100%. I mean, everybody will see his kind of innocence out of their incident, but that's why there's the stewards to decide it. And I'm noticing Wiggy not keeping that 1 second gap as well from Noxer. And he also made an illegal overtake.
And he's doing it now on Noxer. Wiggy, come on, buddy.
Yep, so that's two drivers making a completely legal overtake over Noxer.
So they're definitely going to be getting some time penalties at the end of this race, hands down.
100%. And what surprises me, but what fascinates me is that we remind the guys every single week that you need to keep that 1 second gap during the safety car, and yet there are drivers who not just don't keep that 1 second gap, but also make illegal overtakes during safety car, which in real life it's just illegal.
Yeah, because the thing is with us is that, like, we have those rules in place to prevent situations like this, where it's like, oh, these drivers get a 5 second time penalty because they were too close and they made contact during the safety car period. And even though we have that as well, where like we have a driver currently a little bit further behind to the pack to make sure that 1 second gap is there, just don't try and make that overtake, because we're going to catch it here and it's pretty obvious when you made the overtake or not. Don't try and get away with it, because that's just going to give more work for us in the commentary, well, for the not the commentators, but the stewards. And well, actually it is with us as well, because we need to look through the footage to actually find out where it is. I think also Ethan Haynes got it in a league overtake on Meno, where they're all three of them are now stuck at the back Like, come on, guys, give the space and don't accidentally overtake someone. Like, come on now. Ethan Haynes, just go with it, buddy. Just go, just go, just go. Come on, catch up with the pack.
Yeah,
it's already too late.
Yeah.
But there we go. The safety car is now in the pit lane, and Teo Woe is going to be coming around the final corner and spinning around. And Darth Assassin is going to restart the safety car as he leads the way now. And Teo Woe getting a terrible exit, just going a full 180 around the final corner, and he finds himself down to 15th place.
Ooh, he's gonna have a long race. But at the same time, he was fair enough that he didn't try to rejoin the track dangerously, so...
Oh, and it looks like the game is actually doing that a little bit as well. Cautions all over the track. No overtakes can be done during the cautions. And drivers will be getting a bunch of 5-second time penalties if they do not respect that.
Yeah.
Wiggy is also glitching out a lot on this game as well.
I'm hoping that it comes green flags as soon as possible.
Yeah, because we did just see Brett and Menno going at it now.
Yeah.
And I think the lobby is glitched actually. I think it is.
I think if we wait just a few more seconds, probably it might get green flags. But let's see.
We'll have to wait and see, because if it doesn't do it for the next lap, then we have to call off this race.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just taking a quick photo of the current grid right now, just in case. So maybe you can resort to a 25% race instead. But let's see.
You know what I'm thinking though? There was a lot of incidents that happened. What I think that we should potentially do, if we actually do a restart, like I'm just gonna give this idea out. What if we do the qualifying grid as it was from the start? We do a 25% and all of the drivers can participate. Oh, actually no, green lights, we're back at it. We are fine, we are done.
I told you. Usually this game, when it happens, it's either for the rest of the race or only for another lap. I mean, I know it's a glitch, but yeah, it's only for one lap. I hope you didn't try for the drivers to retire, because it's not the case.
No, I don't think any of them did, but look at this now with Braz and Menno trying to go side by side into turn 1, but Menno with those set of softs is just going to hold that position. And looks like DPR Niller is going to try and go right behind Daedalus, as they're both actually going to be starting to chase Elite now. And both of the Alpines actually doing pretty well. Elite almost spinning off the track just then, coming around turn 5, but able to keep it on track as he makes his way down to the downhill right-hander of turn 8.
Yeah, DSM Elite, one of the most persistent drivers. He's currently in P5, which is good for the driver. I hope he keeps it up and not pause the game to make comments.
Well, let's wait and see, because we still have more than half. But look at this, DPR Niller making the dive on the inside of Daedalus, and he finally made that job done. Makes his way up to 6th place. And the Echo is back.
Oh,
and Ethan Haynes spinning around as well.
Yeah, he has spun around. That's why there was the mini sector of yellow flags. Wiggy is currently in P... I don't know, I think the game has glitched a bit, because it has put him in P15, where definitely he's not in P15, he's in P12. And
so he is actually glitching out the grid now, but DRS has now been enabled. We're going to go back up to the front with Ken Agent and Darth Assassin. Let's see if Ken Agent with the DRS can get that position and take the lead. But let's see, he has
unless Wiggy,
he's approaching. Is he gonna be making it? No, he backs out of it. Good idea. They're being patient. Stay behind. Don't make any too ambitious moves. But look at DPR Miller now blocking. Deadlift's on the inside, but Deadlift's found a space there. Now they're gonna go side by side. It's a 2x2 on this grid right now. We're seeing DPR Miller defend against Deadlift. Also, Ahmed Shaban makes his way up to 7th place. Where Clever now is defending against TSM Elite.
Well, basically, TSM Elite lost 4 positions in one straight. So this is the power of the DRS.
It's major power, major damage for him, but he's still pushing. Let's see if he can carry it through. And Taya Woe first had pole position, but now down to 11th and has a 3-second time penalty. Gonna have to serve that at the end of this Grand Prix. We're actually going to go back down with Ahmed and Daedalus, who's actually close side by side through the end of Sector 2 as they're making the way down towards turn 14 and 15. But hold on, we actually got to see Kent and Darth Assassin, because Kent now has DRS once again. Ethan Haynes is now gone. Looks like he
crashed in the
Rouge.
And that's a virtual safety car.
And Darth Assassin, Kent Agent just messed up the braking zone, and he crashes into the rear end of Kent. Kent crashes into the rear end of Darth Assassin. He is now going to be serving a 5-second time penalty coming to the end of this race, as we have now another safety car.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. This is the second safety car. I hope that with the second safety car, the drivers do keep that 1 second gap. I implore the drivers now, because we have seen 2 drivers make illegal overtakes during the safety car, which are Mosherted and Wiggy, and of course it has been noted by the stewards as well. So I hope that every driver keeps that 1 second gap during the course of the safety car, except of course when the safety car is coming in.
And doesn't look like Ahmed is actually respecting that, as he's just trying to catch up to the safety car as quick as he can. Because we're going to give out names and we're going to point fingers here, guys, because honestly, we have these rules. It's already round 5, for Christ's sake. Come on, guys. We're way better than this.
Yeah, I mean, probably... Ooh, and I'm noticing Miller!
Miller spinning around during the safety car period. Was around, what position was he in? He was in 4th and now falls down to 8th place.
Yeah, and he has wing damage.
Oh, and he spins out again!
And now he has a full... Yeah, now he has full wing damage, and probably he's gonna disqualify himself. The race is still very long, so I don't know why he's disqualifying himself. Anything could happen.
He's moved out of the rear of the track to let the drivers through. As he comes back onto the track, does a full 180, and there he goes. He's back on it, but his tires are now dirty and cold.
I think they are cooked. I think they are cooked beyond this point.
They probably cooled down enough, to be honest with you, when he was there. Let's see, Darth Assassin comes out of the pit lane just ahead of Mosher. Let's see, can Kent's pit crew push him ahead of Darth Assassin? Oh, actually no, he has served that 5-second time penalty. So now let's see, Mosher. Is Mosher going to make his way up to 4th? And he does. Overtakes Kent Agent during the pit lane.
Yeah,
so you do got a feel for Kent there.
Yeah. It's unlucky for the guy. But he's currently P5, and Noxer gives him the space. So nice for Noxer. Nice from Noxer right there. And Daedalus, I think he's leading the race. All right.
Okay, we finally have footage. We finally have footage of the crash between Flames Assassin and what's it called?
Flames.
Flames and Dodgeman.
All right, it's Flames and Dodgeman. Yeah. I mean, now it has to be dealt with this steward. So I mean, it happens. The worst thing is that people retaliate, and that's not.
Hold on. Okay, so what it looks like, he actually has the footage from the... Wait, no, is it? No, it is his footage. Okay, let's see this. So, from what it looks like, he is pretty far behind Zajman and Brad, making his way into turn 5. Zajman, of course, had to brake and Brad's make the late dive, but he pushes his way up to 8th, as they were both going side by side towards turn 7 and 7. On the downhill to 8, actually, on the downhill to 8, he's going side by side, and he bombs Zajman on the inside of turn 8. He's going to be side by side with him here, and then Flames goes right into the wall. So it's actually pretty close, to be honest with you. It is a very tough decision there, for at least for me, if I was trying to make this decision, because they were both going side by side. Flames Assassin, first entering turn 8, did brake a little bit too late and bumps into the side pod of Zajman. And with that, you would have thought, okay, he would have probably backed out, because he did make contact. It was a little bit of an ambitious dive through turn 8.
Yeah,
but he still stayed with them, and Zajman he did have majority of the track going on the downhill into the braking zone and closed the gap, and then Flames Assassin just didn't back out of it. So me personally, that is...
Well, I will
that
need
is
to...
just my thing there.
Yeah, I will need to see it in close...
It is in the reporting incident chat for Division 3. So while during the safety cars, we do have another lap. We're just actually going to talk about this real quick.
Yeah. Sure,
Because I'm just looking at this, and...
I mean, it can be reviewed later, no problem, but the most important thing is that, I mean, accidents happen, incidents happen, no need for drivers to go full berserk mode on other drivers. I mean, it's part of the race, things happen. If anything happens, at least report it and let the stewards make their informed decisions.
But we're gonna have to leave it at that. But as it stands now, Ethan Haynes, DeVille, Zajman, and Flames Assassin are all out of this race. Wiggy is apparently 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes behind Menno F1, even though he is a little bit ahead of Menno F1. And Daedalus will be actually doing the safety car restart for us after following the Mercedes AMG safety car. Look how beautiful that car is.
Yeah.
But you know, it's one thing I did remember actually saying during, because I was a part of this like a talk show for Formula One, both for the league and also for just real life. There was like a lot of controversy with like if there was going to be like a new team joining F1 and potentially making it 22 drivers on the grid, but we haven't really seen that happen.
I think it was Audi who were, or Porsche, I'm not 100% sure which brand is, that could have applied for the Formula One. But to apply for Formula One, everybody knows how much money it takes, and funds and the people, and of course you will need to find the drivers that are willing to race for your new car. It's possible. I mean, it would be nicer, in my opinion, that we have a 22 lineup grid. There are potential drivers who can be in Formula One, and I can mention a couple of them, like Callum Ilott, I believe Robert Schwartzman, and Oscar Piastri, the latest Formula 2 winner, who could potentially have a full-time seat in the Formula One, and truly deserved for the guys. You know, it could be truly deserved. But
we'll
yet,
have to wait and see.
Yeah, but yet, I mean, they haven't had their opportunity, including the Dutchman. I don't remember his name right now, who has won also the Formula E. But I'm not getting his name at the moment.
Oh, right. I know who you're talking about. I have his face in my mind. I just can't remember his name. But it's strange to say Audi, because a lot of teams that I've heard was either Bugatti or Lamborghini. But Daedalus is going to be starting the safety car restart, putting on the hammer, making it around the final corner, and we have green flags, ladies and gentlemen. This race is back underway. Daedalus still leads the way, but TSM Elite having a huge wide line coming around turn 1. Darth Assassin almost made his way up to second place from the start, but stays right behind TSM Elite. Those two have been going at each other throughout this whole entire race. TSM Elite messes up around El Rouge. That could be giving Darth Assassin an opportunity. Kent Agent has overtaken Mosher up El Rouge. Then we have Noxer and Klappa going side by side with them. Noxer on the outside, Klappa on the inside. Oh, and Mosher pushes through. No, that's not Mosher, sorry. Klappa pushes through and gets a double overtake as they were going almost 3-1 into there. We also did see Darth Assassin finally make his way past TSM Elite to that second place. And now Kent Agent is going to be right on the tail end of that McLaren car. Getting a little bit of oversteer coming through that exit. Klappa with his glitching Haas is going to be coming around, nudges the back of Kent Agent, and he goes into the wall.
Ooh.
So Klappa mistiming the braking zone and hitting the rear end of Kent Agent, and he is in the wall here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm noticing that Wiggy car has lagged out. I believe that it has lagged out completely. I think his car is completely desynced. So probably he might be racing. He's thinking that he's racing other drivers, but in reality he isn't.
Then you know what we should do then? For this race, I think it will be just for the safer option for the drivers out there and also for the lobby so we can continue this race. I think it will be the right call if Wiggy gets the black and white flag, makes his way into the pit lane and retires from this race, because with him glitching, it could potentially ruin other people's race. And it looks like he is currently in AI mode as well, so...
Yeah, but as I said, probably he is completely desynced, and the word desynced means that he is probably racing, but he's racing against AI, literally. So he's like in another race, not in this race.
Oh, but look at this now. Klappa pushes past TSM Elite and goes into the podium positions. Ooh. So Klappa with an amazing restart off of the safety car. We have a spin right behind us, and it looks like it's Brad's dunks. Looks like that Joker card is not going to be good for him whatsoever. Ahmed actually just went past Noxer through turn 8, and that is how you get it done through turn 8. So well done. And also, Antwo goes past his Mosher.
Oh,
and Brad's dunks is crashed. Let's see, I'm actually going to go on Wiggy to see what happened there. Looks like just went straight into the wall with Brad's? Did he just give up and just crash his car?
I'm not sure. I wasn't on board with Braskunst. I hope he didn't cause a safety car, but it seems that we're still green flags, so...
Yep, there we go. The marshals are able to get that car out of the way, and we are still underway. But look at Ahmed now going past TSM Elite around the double apex of turn 16 and 17. He pushes his way up to 4th place, and well done to him. Noxer also, oh, Noxer! Noxer hitting the grass with the braking zone and just going right into the side of Klappa. No, not Klappa, TSM Elite. And Noxer's going to go into the pit lane for a new front wing change, as well as TSM Elite and Daedalus. Actually, looks like Daedalus is going with a new set of softs to end this race.
Yeah, he has pitted as soon as Darth Assassin was about to make the overtake. And Anteo Wu, who has spun out after the first safety car, is currently in P4.
And could potentially find himself in P3 if Klappa has more time penalties. But look at Ahmed now, who was about to make a dive on Klappa into turn 5, but it would have been way too ambitious for the Alpine driver. He stays back, he is still in 3rd place, still looking at a very good podium finish here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Darth Assassin currently leading the race with no penalties whatsoever, so all he needs to do, Darth Assassin, is have a clean race, the rest of it, of course, and he will get, I think, the 2nd consecutive win of Division 3.
Hold on, I'm just saying something in the chat real quick. I'll leave it with you for a little bit.
Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. So Klappa forever right now, he's currently in P2, and he gets another 3-second time penalty, for which that would benefit the drivers behind, including Ahmed Shaban and Anteo Wu. And there's Mosher in P5, XDDRSD in P6, DPR Niller who has spun out before the last safety car, currently in P7, Daedalus in P8, 15 seconds behind DPR Miller, TSM Elite in P9, and Menno in P10. And there's Noxer in P11 who has changed the wing and went back into medium tires again. There's Contagion in P12 and Wiggy, the legged car, in P13.
Alright, there we go. So I'm just looking through, it looks like Zajman and Flames were messaging each other through the what's called the incident reportings. And of course we only have that chat for the footages. For the footage.
It's alright. I mean, now after the race I will check it, and even Andre will check it, and we will purge the entire chat. So yeah, of course the drivers might be.
I told them they're deleting their messages now, so we're all good.
All
It
right,
only has
all
the
right.
clip now, so we're all
Perfect,
set.
perfect.
Thank you,
Oh,
Zajman.
Klappa
Thank
has
you, Flames, for understanding.
Oh,
Klappa and Ahmed couldn't avoid the car whatsoever. Klappa gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Ahmed, but Ahmed is now down to third. Well, actually, no, stayed in third, but that gave Anteo up to second place.
Yeah, it was like a free present to Anteo, but of course nothing Klappa could do, and to be fair, even for Ahmed Shaban. I mean, they were so close to each other that even Ahmed Shaban couldn't react in time for the spin. In the meantime, we have XDDRSD who has, I think, spun out a little bit. He has lost a couple of positions to Daedalus and TSM Elite.
Oh, but look at Niller, sorry. Look at Niller now going side by side with Klappa in turns 18 and 19. Klappa having the inside of turn 18, having the outside then. Oh, and he's sliding on the track, and that's going to give Niller up to the podium positions.
Yeah, DPR
We're now
Miller
nearing 6 laps left to go.
Yeah, he's keeping patient, and P3 looks good for DPR Miller. Of course, Dart Assassin, I think he is rubbing his hands right now because of the incidents that has been done behind him. Of course, there's Anteo following Dart Assassin. I will check quickly how many penalties he has, Anteo. He has only 3 seconds time penalty, so...
he now has none because he has crashed out around turn 6. And that's a late safety car pull, and Teo Wu is now out of the race.
Wow, and that's clearly a commentator's curse. I was praising the guy and he literally binned it. Whoa, unlucky for Anteo. Unlucky. So unlucky. And this is why when you're at the back of the grid, you would still need to race whatsoever, because you would never know. You would never know when a safety car comes. So yeah, it's a perfect opportunity for the guys behind to pit in again and go for those fresh, soft tires if they have any left. And
but also the question is, should they actually? Because if, like, let's say this, if Darth Assassin goes into the pit lane for a set of softs,
yeah, but Dart Assassin
he
has
will
an
have
advantage.
A set of softs, but he could potentially lose track position.
Only maybe two maximum.
Yeah, but the thing is, he would still have 2 drivers to go past.
Yeah, it depends.
And
it depends really. It depends really.
Darth Assassin's going in. Niller is also going in. And Klappa. Okay, so it looks like it's actually going to turn out well for Darth Assassin.
Yeah. Unless Mosherted decides to not to pit, but he pitted as well. TSM Elite is still coming. So Darth Assassin, I think he will be safely in P1 on those fresh softs. Klappa is still changing the tires.
Oh, but look at Elite. Elite is going to be the first driver to stay out with those set of softs. Is he going to find himself back in the podium positions? Looks like he's going to be right behind Niller.
Niller is coming out.
Yep, and he's right behind Niller. TSM Elite finds himself back in the podium positions, up to 3rd place.
Lovely. And Daedalus is now in P4 on those lesser fresh soft tires, but yeah, he's there. He's in P4. I think they will last till the end, his tires, so this is why he stayed out. There's Ahmed Shaban in P5, Klappa Forever in P6, Mosher did in P7, Menno in P8, Noxer in P9, Kent Agent in P10, and XDDRZ in P11. Of course, Wiggy's car is legged out, so this is why he's still outside.
But as it stands now, with Anti-Wu out of this race, was looking for a potential race win here. But
yeah,
it's gonna be tough, and it's gonna be only a few more laps of racing left.
yeah. I think the safety car will go in at the end of next lap, so we will have only the last lap as potential DR. Yeah, I know, but only the last lap as with DRS open, and that's where it becomes interesting. You know, so
I don't think there's going to be any DRS, to be honest with you. If we're going to be in this lap, there is going to be DRS. But if we're going in on the 20th lap... Oh, wait, no, actually, no, you're still right. Yeah, there will be DRS.
Yeah, I know. It would be at the end of lap 90.
I'm stupid. I'll hide in my corner. I'll sit in the corner and just face the wall.
That's alright, that's alright. That's alright. It happens. I mean, it's gonna be like, now it's gonna be a literally drag race. And I hope that the drivers, of course, they are all bunched up already, not obeying that 1 second time penalty again, overall. But yeah, eventually they will be bunched up, and of course, anything can happen within 3 laps. Anything, literally anything.
Anything can happen. It's anyone's game at this point.
Except for Mosher, who has a drive-through penalty. I think he has paid the price for illegal overtakes. Right there.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
It looks like
unlucky for the guy. I mean.
But it's also unlucky for Brad's dunks because he used his Joker card, but he's out of this race.
Yeah, it's unlucky. I mean, it happens as well.
Yeah.
You take the bet.
There is one thing I am gonna check real quick. Actually, no. I'll chat about it after. You can go right for it.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, if there was anything in the chat, I haven't been following the chat. I've been following closely the race. Of course, I will see it later, and anything bad that's happening, I will take care of it after the race, potentially. So, Noxer currently in P9, Kent Agent in P10, XDDRSD in P11, Men on P8, Mosher in P7, Klappa in P6, Ahmed Shaban in P5, Dedalus in P4, TSM Elite in P3, DPR Niller in P2, and Dart Assassin leading the race in P1. And I believe that these 2 drivers will be the MVPs, Dart Assassin and DPR Niller, because I believe that they are 2 of the fastest guys in the Division 3. Of course, there was Anteo Wu, who was decently fast, as well as Ahmed Shaban and Noxer and other drivers. But of course, DPR Niller and Dart Assassin being the guy to beat, of course, from all the other drivers, because he's leading the Division 3 race at the moment. Hopefully, he's aiming for a 2nd consecutive win of the season. So let's see
we'll
what
have to
happens.
wait and see if he can do it.
Yeah.
Because he has a tough name right behind him, one of our own of DPR Niller. It's going to be a tough order for all of these drivers out here. But, looks like this is going to be the final lap of safety car. And there's still a lot of drivers. Look at Menno, just not giving the space whatsoever to Mosh during the safety car period.
Yeah, he's... Ooh, almost touching.
Almost getting into the back end as well. Already got 5 seconds earlier on in this safety car period.
Yeah, I mean,
hitting on the rear end of Mosher.
I mean, we don't have control over that, unfortunately. But yeah, if he got 5 second time penalty and Mosher did got another 5 second time penalty, he could request a removal of that 5 second time penalty, and we would award Menno with an additional 5 second time penalty apart from the gain's 5 second time penalty. Serving
and
him.
Have a more, basically, they'll get more penalties.
yeah, because the 1 second time the 1 second time gap for the safety car is there for a reason, right? So if people don't obey it, we just severely punish them with a big slap in the face. And that would mean 5 fingers.
And if they don't appreciate it, if they don't learn from it, they get the boot instead.
Yep. So
plain simple, guys. But Darth Assassin is going to be coming around the final corners to start the safety car. And he's going to go for it, not pulling an NT-Woe and staying on the track. DPR Niller is right on the tail end of that Mercedes car as well, as they're both going to be entering turn 1. DPR Niller just close behind. And Ahmed, oh, Daedalus! What's going on with Daedalus and Clapper now? Daedalus is now falling down after being overtaken from Ahmed.
Ooh, very
and
close,
also seeing Mosher. Okay, that was good for Mosher, backing out, not getting into a huge thing, but he does give himself a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner there of Al Rouge. But one person that we could see getting into the podiums as well is actually could be Noxer, with the drivers ahead with so many time penalties. Noxer could be looking at a podium finish as well, as Kent and Menno are going to go side by side through turn 5.
Ooh, and Menno not giving the space.
Menno, come on, buddy. And there you go, he goes completely off at the track. DRSD is going to find his way up to 9th place. But
yeah, it's
and Kent is still sliding with no front wing on that Williams car. Could be parking himself off at the track, and could be not looking at finishing this race.
I'm hoping that Darth Assassin manages to clinch that lap 21 before the safety car comes out, if Kent agent the DNFs or something. So yeah, I mean,
we'll have to wait and see.
Darth Assassin and DPR Niller are still within 1 second gap, so the proper safety car gap, I would say, and they're still following each other. Anything can happen. There are only 2 laps left.
Mosher was going side by side with Daedalus, but didn't battle him at all because he needed to go into the pit lane, apparently.
Yeah,
probably
he had
has
to
a
do
little
it.
bit of front wing damage on that car.
He had to do it, otherwise we would have been disqualified from the race. And he knows that if he keeps it there, he could get P10 at least, which is not too bad.
He could, but look at Clapper now with TSM Elite. Clapper and TSM Elite looks like they were going side by side up Al Rouge. Just missed it, but he stays safe, and he's in 5th place now. But look at this now. DPR Niller is starting to catch up with Darth Assassin in the last coming of laps. Starting to get used to those set of softs.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting last lap, I believe. I believe that Niller is really pushing hard right now to keep up with Darth Assassin. Maybe hoping that our Darth Assassin gets a 3-second time penalty or something, but also hoping that he would remain within the DRS zone of Darth Assassin, because he knows that that long straight could lead him to get P1. And he is only 4/10 away from Darth Assassin, so the Niller is literally in the zone. He's literally in the zone right now. Of course, if I was DPR Niller, I would remain by the rear wing of Darth Assassin right now. I wouldn't make the overtake right now, definitely. Because there's the DRS zone coming after the Eau Rouge, and as soon as we're going into the last lap, they are only 3/10 away from each other, so they are very close.
Yep, and Niller also gets the fastest lap, could be bagging in an extra point. DRSD gets a 3-second time penalty. I'm waiting for race control to say DRS has been enabled. There it is. DRS has been enabled. This is DPR Niller's last chance, entering up Al Rouge, trying to get as short of a time up Al Rouge, but Darth Assassin is just way too far ahead, even with that DRS and the ERS. Potentially with a little bit of slipstream, it is not going to be enough, as Darth Assassin is just too far ahead. But the thing is with DPR Niller is that he is a lot faster than Darth Assassin in the last sectors. Oh, and there he goes!
No!
He is out of this race! And look at Ahmed crossing, going past his Alpine teammate. DPR Niller!
Clapper forever.
Clapper did not, he forgot that ghosting is on. Everyone slow down, slow the hell down! Slow down, Christ's sake!
And then I'm noticing,
Jesus!
I'm noticing Menno doing a slalom slowly.
Oh, in Mosher! In Mo-
Yeah. That's what happens when people don't read the rules, unfortunately.
and don't have awareness.
Yeah. And actually, Cantagent is actually finishing within the points. So yeah,
Well,
that's...
he's not finished just yet. Well, he is going to finish in the points, which is a bit weird. But the thing is, Wiggy is currently in AI mode this whole entire race.
Yeah, he will be.
I mean-
he will be black flagged, so that's all right. That's okay.
But Darth Assassin comes across the line, a last lap mayhem with DPR Niller and Klappa, and Darth Assassin crosses the line to win. They did complete more than 90% of the race, so they could be still up for points.
Yep,
of
yep,
DPR Niller and
100%,
Klappa, but
100%. But probably they will end up in P10 and P11 respectively. That's so unlucky for DPR Niller and of course for Klappa. But I have noticed that TSM Elite has finished in P3.
which is a bit odd to see, to be honest with you. Not that he's a bad driver, but just he did not have a good race here today. Even though finishing in P3, a lot of people, there's still a lot of stuff that people need to learn
Yeah,
from this
that's
race. Specifically.
100% sure, 100% sure. But this is why we're here. We're here to, of course, give the directions to the drivers and hopefully they learn. Hopefully, but of course we are 5 races down this season and there are still drivers not obeying the safety car thing, despite myself posting the 10 commandments of what you need to do during a race. So ghosting is off. The 1 safety car, the 1 second safety car gap should be there. Do not dive bomb. Do not assume that the other driver will not give you the space. That kind of commandments. And yet people still disregard these messages. Of course, this is why then it is the steward's job to give those drivers a slap in the face with time penalties and warnings, and hopefully they will learn in the future.
But the thing is with me though as well is that coming to the end of the race, I always give a driver of the day, but I don't think anyone deserves driver of the day after this race. Like, there's been so many incidents out there. I mean, Darth Assassin has done pretty well, but it's gonna be like the apple at the bottom of the barrel, where if one thing is rotten, everyone's gonna rot, and everyone's gonna take punish for that. So I'm not gonna give a driver of the day whatsoever.
Well, I have a particular driver for the driver of the day. I'm noticing Ahmed Chaban finished in P4 actually, P5. I don't know whether it is a glitch or something, but it is in P5.
Wait, why is it now saying that TSM Elite's in second? I thought he got P3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that
Wait,
Ahmed
what?
Chaban, but Ahmed Chaban had 23 seconds time penalty. I don't know for what.
What reason?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I believe that he had 6 seconds or something. I don't know where the remaining penalties came from. Probably it could be the game.
Unless he had an illegal tire compound. But that's the only thing I can think of. But race control would have said it. Like, I'm so confused.
Yeah,
But
and given that
what
it
a
started
weird
in the
one.
rain, you could remain on, for example, if you started
you
with...
started in the rain, right? So
So-
it couldn't even be that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch, a game glitch. If it's a game glitch, he could request the removal of that penalty. If it was 20 seconds, we could remove that easily. So, yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So,
But hey, that's gonna round out DPR for Division 3. There's a lot of stuff that we need to do.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we need to do. Here in the comms box, here with the admins and the stewards, everyone, we have a huge agenda on our end. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, I don't even know what to say because I just don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed in this race, but yeah, that's been commentary from me, Justin, and Chris as always. We will see you next week, and hopefully we see some better racing. Stay safe, all.
Stay safe, take care, guys, and thanks for watching.